and welcome to our very first episode of A Story That Travel. I'm your host, Marcela Gaete, and today I'm sharing a truly special conversation with a remarkable person, a friend, a teacher, and now a king. Cephas lived right here in Chile a time ago, working as an English teacher, concierge, and many other things. That and how I met when he was a teacher and a colleague. But recently, his life took a dramatic turn when he turned to South Africa to become the king of his tribe. Yes, a real king. Cephas, thank you so much for
Mm,
joining me. Let's start from the beginning. Can you tell us a little about yourself and where are you from in South Africa now, please?
interesting. Thank you for having me. Yes, this is very interesting to meet you again, and we come from a long way and in a very good relationship. Yes, thank you. I am now in the Kingdom territory. Um, I have returned since I came back from Chile. I have come to the kingdom of my father and my grandfather's territory. Yes, the place has a capital of the kingdom. The capital is called Toyando. This is the capital of the kingdom. Yes, because the kingdom was separated, was not a part of the Republic of South Africa. Yeah, so it was far north of the Republic. And so now there is some kind of collaboration between the kingdom and the republic. And so we have many people from the republic also living in the kingdom. Yeah, so now I live in the capital of the kingdom is called Toyando.
Oh, that's very nice.
Mm,
And I would like to remember
yes.
when you came here and how was your life here when you first came to Chile? Do you remember that?
Mhm.
How old were you or
Yes, I
something like
remember
that?
that. Yes, my experience when I
Mm-hmm.
first arrived in Chile, I was very excited to have a new experience. Yes, I left the kingdom because there were divisions in the kingdom, and the princes, the conflicts that arose in the kingdom, and that made us the princes to scatter all over the world to scatter around. So I decided to go to Chile, and some of the princesses went somewhere else. And so my arrival in Chile was very remarkable and very exciting experience, but with a lot of emotion and hardship and difficulties. Yes, to try to establish myself in Chile, to try to make a living there, to try to be a part of the culture and to integrate in Chilean society and culture. It was exciting though. It was a challenge in the beginning with language thing, but in the end, it was rewarding and very exciting. Though the hardships of life are just like anywhere else. And I felt like I had a beautiful experience. I don't
Oh.
even care if I had any hardships or problems. It's just like anywhere else. Hmm. That was the
and
experience. It was exciting.
and did you like to be a teacher here?
Did I? Mhm.
Was nice for you to be a teacher here?
Yes, I had a good experience there, of course, with some challenges. Certain things that were difficult, but in general, everything was quite good and successful. Stay teaching in the institute, you know, from institute to institute. And then in the end, I became an independent teacher. This was exciting. Yes. And then I found that to be another a good experience, to manage my own training programs. you know, to do my own thing. It was very exciting. But I started off working for different institutions. Yes.
Dear Cephas,
Mm.
you had such a unique cultural journey. What are some differences and similarities between Chilean and South African cultures?
Yeah, well, there were some similar things, but most of the things that were a little bit similar were more like political rather than traditional. For example, um, the liberation from some kind of imperialism or some kind of regime change, some kind of regime change. South Africa has gone through regime change with the transformation when South Africa from the apartheid regime to a full democracy. And so Chile seemed to have gone through something like that also, some kind of dictatorship into a democracy, you know. But the traditional things really are not common except for the Quaker dance, that it seems to look like some of the dances that I have seen in South Africa of the cock trying to assail the hen, the female one, trying
Mm-hmm.
to win it over. You know, this kind of dance has got an element here too. That if you dance with somebody, you want to win them over, you know.
Oh.
And also the idea of the some of the dances, yes,
Mm-hmm.
some of the things are very similar in that form, but most of the similarities are political, geopolitical ones. Mm,
I see. Now
yes.
let's talk about something deeply personal and powerful about your identity.
Mm,
You told me that you are
mm,
part of a tribe linked to the tribe of Israel. Can you explain
yes.
what that
Yes.
means?
And that means that in the history of Israel, it probably you could have read it from the Bible or some history from Israel itself that
Mm-hmm.
they were tribes at some point,
Mm-hmm.
of Israel, and these tribes scattered to the four corners of the earth at some point in history, and then one of the tribes was our tribe that left Israel and came to South Africa in those centuries ago with my great grandfather. So this was one of the tribes of Israel that scattered and came from Africa in their migration. A long journey of migration from there. Can you believe it? From Middle East to Southern Africa. That's very far away. Yes, that's how they traveled. So these were originally the tribes of Israel, but they and scattered around. This is how we are linked to Israel. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and our family was a royal family um, among the tribes. They were the priests and the kings too. And then I belong to the Solomon tribe
Mm.
of this nation that came out of Israel. So there were 12 of them, all right? Yes. And so we traced our history back, yes. But there is a whole geopolitical problem because the Israel that we know is not the real Israel that my fathers told me, you know.
Mm.
According to my grandfather, he said the Israel that we are talking about is actually situated in Yemen.
Mm.
Yes, it's actually situated in Yemen in a place called Sena. Sena,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And now there is a capital of Yemen called Sana'a. It's very similar name, but it's not exactly the place. Yes. So the place is now called by another name, and that new name is Dafar. Dafar. So now this has created confusion because Dafar is Sena and Sena is Israel. So
Mm.
that's what happened here. So the people of that area are the Senites. The Senites are the Israelites. Yes. So this is how it happened. So the place was called Nagaran before, and Yemen became a new name from Nagaran. Nagaran was Sena, and then Sena was changed to Dafar, and then Nagaran was changed to Yemen, and then Israel was supposed to be Sena. Oh, now
Oh,
it's complicated.
very
Yeah, so that's
complicated.
where we came from, and then we crossed the Red Sea into Ethiopia. Yes,
Mhm.
that's how we came. And then we ended up in Southern Africa. It's very far away, very far.
Uh,
Yes. But we
and
kept the
yes,
crown of the Solomons of the tribe. Hmm.
I would like to know
Hmm.
how did you feel when you realized that you had to take on the responsibility of becoming a king?
Yeah, I was overwhelmed by that position, because I was chosen. I have got other brothers that were not chosen, so there was a conflict. So I felt overwhelmed by this appointment, but I have to take it. So one day I was making a joke and I said, all the princes of this kingdom have the crown of Senna.
Mm.
And I have come to take it.
Yeah.
So it was like a determination and a very strong move and strong feeling about it. And now I am taking it, but there is a lot of friction, there are lots of problems, but I don't mind. I am determined to do it. So I was feeling overwhelmed, happy, but also determined, but also with caution. Caution? Caution.
And what are some of your
Yes.
responsibilities now?
My responsibilities is to organize the people for the settlement, to create, to build the temple again, like before. Yes, the temple had been destroyed, and the settlement has been destroyed. Is now
Oh.
in very bad shape. And so,
Mm.
what we need to do is to rebuild. So,
Mm.
I am responsible for the rebuilding of the settlement of the tribe and to bring back the traditions that they lost and to create partners with neighboring kingdoms and to move on with the people under the new leadership.
Mhm.
So there is so much to do to build again. Oh,
It's a
we have to
huge job.
build again. Yes.
And I would like to know
Hmm.
what advice would you give to people, especially young people, who might one day be called to do something big and unexpected, as you did?
Yes, I would say to them, it takes a lot of courage to do something like this. So if you have been chosen and if you feel that you come from the royal family and you're appointed, and don't be afraid to take it because royal blood is very strong in reality. If you're royal blood, it will inspire you, it will push you, it will make you want to stand in it. And so, if you are one of those who are from the royal blood, you should be prepared and take the courage to do it, even if There are problems. Don't be afraid to face it. Be determined and take it, because if you don't, your destiny will be shattered, because it's like it's your destiny, it's your natural call, it's a natural thing that you have to follow. Otherwise, your life will become miserable. So if you are faced with this thing, be excited, be cautious, and be courageous. And then in the end, you will be successful. This is the
Oh,
trick. This is the secret.
nice words.
Yes.
And the last question,
Yes.
as we miss you a
Yes.
lot, what do you miss about living in Chile?
I miss the 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 people's hospitality. Miss the traditions that I used to celebrate with them. I miss so many social events. I miss their personalities too, individual personality. Some people are so nice, so kind, so funny, so exciting to be with, you know. So all these things put together in one basket is a basket of goods, you know? It's like a
Yeah.
basket of grapes. This is my feeling about it. So I missed a lot of things. Everything, even the language, the modismo, the food. Wow. The social events, the celebrations, everything. Yes.
Mm.
The cities, the infrastructure. Yes. Mm. But most importantly, individual personalities. Mm.
Mr. Cephas, thank you so
Mm.
much for sharing your incredible story with us. From teaching English in
Mm.
Santiago to leading your people in South Africa. Your journey it's inspiring,
Wow.
and now our listener will carry your words with them. And thank you for joining us
Yes.
today. We enjoyed this episode. Be sure it would be your
Mm.
classmate. We can share it with classmates or friends. And remember, life can take us on the
Exactly.
most unexpected path. This is the story of our dear friends, Mr. Benjamin Cephas.
Yes. Thank
Thank you,
you very
Cephas.
much for having me. And I hope I will my friends again someday. I really miss everybody. Please send my greetings to all people. Mm.
Yes, okay, thank you. I will tell everybody because we miss you a lot.
Yes,
Thank you
perhaps I
much.
should
Thank you
come
very
visiting
much.
someday. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we hope
Yes.
that. Okay, bye, Cephas. Thank you.
Goodbye.